Oh, there we go. Huge. Huge. Awesome. I'm just gonna do a few things. And I'll be good. Okay. Boom. Post that to the gram. Amazing news, amazing news, amazing news. Okay. Pretty good to start. What's up? I'm Fionna. I am a speedrunner of many games, but the game I'm doing today is Mario Kart Wii. Seems very fitting, seeing as I've been playing hours and hours of Mario Kart World over the last week or so. So yeah, it should be good, should be good. So what I'm going to be doing today is the 32 tracks category, which is every track in the game, including both retro and nitro. This is just a vanilla game, so nothing extra. Okay. Yeah, so I'll be doing 32 tracks. No ultra shortcuts, so nothing like the Wario's Gold Mine. Skip. Not the Grumble Volcano, 3 laps around the volcano. I'll try to explain everything as it shows up. There's going to be some times where I stop to get a specific item. But other than that, we're going to be playing with strategic items, meaning I'm not going to be seeing a whole lot of blue shells, not a whole lot of shocks, not a whole lot of red shells. Mostly you'll see mushrooms, bananas, and green shells. But I'm ready to go. So without further ado, 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to be starting with the retro cups first so that we end on Rainbow Road. It just feels fitting. It's a Mario Kart World track. Fitting. Seeing as I've played it a million times now. So you'll see that I'm using a very specific character combo. I'm using Funky Kong on the Bowser bike if you're in the Gear Up, or the Flame Runner if you're anywhere else. This is actually the best combination in the game. Funky Kong has a hidden stat of speed and weight, I believe. While the Flame Runner has the most drift, or the best drift and best speed possible. So it's easy for getting away from the computers, and also just good for lines in general. You feel like you have more control. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking everywhere but Mario Kart. I'll be so real. And if you are unfamiliar with this game, you may notice as well, I'm only getting a blue boost. So in this game, in this game, bikes and karts are separated into their own category. Karts having an extra drift boost, but being unable to wheelie. Bikes, however, only get the blue boost and are able to wheelie, which is extremely broken, meaning you can chain them together, basically hold your speed as much as possible. If you chain it together, you actually even go faster. So bikes are just better in this game. Holy moly. Okay, I've also not hit a single drift this entire race so far. I meant to start recording my run. Do it in a moment. The time zone is scheduled, I believe, UTC +1. I don't know which one that is. So if you're in Eastern time zone, it's 7:06 right now. Add 5. Alright, we're almost done with our first cup here. It is a very short first cup, but with a very long last course. Okay, so now you'll see another technique that you'll see me do. If I do shit like that, is when I get hit or burn out, I'll do this little wiggle that charges up a boost. I'm actually just holding both the accelerate and the brake button. That just charges a standstill mini turbo, meaning you get to full acceleration after charging it. So it works essentially the same as a mini turbo. Oh my lord. Alright. Okay. Hi, Prep! Brat my goat. I'll stay away from that. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, so what I was trying to do there, I didn't do good at all. I was just trying to get a little bit off the ground to do a trick. Trick gives you a tiny boost. If you're familiar with Mario Kart, you'll know. But when you go off ramps and certain edges and stuff, you'll be able to do a trick, which gives you a tiny boost on landing. And sometimes they're pretty optimal. This trick, this game's trick mechanics are superiorly, I don't know if that's a word, but I guess vastly different from the games after it. So Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and Mario Kart World. Where you can kind of, there's two different types of tricks. There's what I like to refer to as a ramp trick. And then there's a flip trick, where ramp tricks just do like tiny tricks, or flip tricks you'll actually like do flips in the air and you get a lot more height and sometimes more speed. There'll be specific cases where we actually want to get a low flip trick rather than a high one. Or we'll use the walls to, what's the right word? What's the correct word? We'll use walls or invisible walls to control how high or how quickly we get back on the ground. But so far, so good, I think. Had a little slip up, but we're chilling. This is a good time to remind everyone. We are doing this all for Stonewall Housing Charitable Foundation. They are a group helping LGBT folks get housing in the UK. And it's definitely any amount is welcome. Any amount is very helpful. Especially with the recent ruling of the United Kingdom Supreme Court. Speaking of which, Brap, thank you for donating £1. That's super, super helpful. Thank you so much. So in this course, it is kind of hard to tell, but it is actually a little bit slidier than the other courses. That is because mainly this course is off-road, technically. It has off-road properties rather than being completely off-road. Like if you were to drive on the grass, it would feel similar to driving on this. There's a few tracks in the game like this. I think they're mainly retros. But there are specific vehicles that we would use in time trials in order to suppress this, mainly being the Magic Cruiser or the Dolphin Dasher. However, since there are so few of these courses, we're just sticking with the Flame Runner because it's just overall the best option. And it doesn't save too much time. It just makes sure you have more control over the icy road. That was awesome. That Mario Kart World character just screwed me up. This is where I have to charge another standstill. I'll try to do my best to show off some shortcuts. I am not entirely the greatest at shortcuts. There are some easy ones that I can do. Shy Guy Beach. This is another one of those off-road courses. This one's actually a little weird. I'll explain why once we get to it. So you'll notice that there's bits of the ocean kind of like coming onto the sand. You wouldn't think that this does too much to affect the race, but actually, the water actually counts as off-road in this scenario. So what we want to do is we want to spin drift onto, or just hop onto each one of those little islands, as well as get a low trick on those so that we can get as much speed as possible. That way we aren't slowed down at all. And whoa, I just clipped a tree. Yeah, there we go. That was a better, overall better lap than the last one. Most of the retro tracks are pretty short, so we'll be flying through these. I keep looking at the wrong timer. Yeah, see how I got a little bit of air? We do not want that. Alright. That was not the last course. Okay, yeah. 2 more courses and it'll be the end of the cup. This one's fun. I'll try once to go for the little shortcut. The shroomless cut. I am not good at it, but I'll at least give it an attempt. Okay, I'm not giving it an attempt this lap. I did not have enough speed, and I hit a wall. So, I'll try again next lap. Alright, I'll try this time. Ah! Not enough. That's okay. Thankfully, in this game, unlike Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you're able to actually get a landing boost, meaning if you press A at the right moment, after Lakitu drops you, you're able to get full acceleration immediately, which is really nice. Kill baby Mario. No. No. Do I have enough time to give it? Yeah. Yeah, I do. There we go. Hell yeah. So that's a shroomless version. There's another version that uses 2 shrooms that jumps over that entire gap. If you're familiar with the track, there's like a little ramp past the grass there. If you jump off that little ramp with enough speed, you can actually go over and into the little dirt path on the side, which skips that entire turn, which is super useful. I'm not sure how much time it saves. I know it saves a lot of time though. Ah. So there I just tried to adjust my angle a little bit to fit what I want to do for this upcoming turn. Right here is a little weird because you go off a ramp into a turn. And here's the first thing that I'm going to say. Here's the first ramp that I'm going to show off that has like the invisible wall that we're going to abuse. What's nice is I have a mushroom. Thankfully, since there's no blue shells in rotation, I can show off a neat little shortcut. So, upcoming, I'm gonna do the same thing we did. And then use that to help me get past there. Which saves a lot of extra time if you were to just do the trick off the ramp normally. Tracks like these are a little scary because they're very bumpy and you can very easily lose control. But as long as you know what you're doing, it is no problem. And you'll see, I should have mentioned this, but I'll actually ride the half pipe instead of just taking it normally. This is faster just due to how much boost you'll get, and because you won't be zigzagging back and forth, which is slower. I'll be doing it a bunch of different tracks. I'm really eating shit. I had a multitask there, it was hard. You guys ever multitask before? Here's another off-road track. This one has a very interesting ramp I'll get to showcase, which is fun. So coming up here, if I jump at the right time, I'll get to trick off the ramp, but if I will land back on the ramp, and I actually trick twice. Which isn't necessarily useful, it's just for swag points. There are other ramps like that. I think there's one in the GameCube Mario circuit. So the track from Double Dash. Ow! Oh boy. Oh! Fire snakes are so annoying. This stage and Grumble Volcano both has them, and I hate it. Actually, that might be faster. I've never looked into it. I just always do it because it's fun. Super Mario Kart. The one with the Mercedes. Super Mario Kart. Rat. Like the Krat brothers? Those guys? Alright. This is a pain. It just has a lot of these tight turns. A lot of the Game Boy and Super Nintendo stages all have these very similar layouts. I'm gonna try to do... There we go. We like doing that low trick. I am not familiar with like the muscle memory at all. It's been way too long since I've done it. So you know I've mentioned before that karts have an orange turbo versus bikes having wheelies. This is one of those sections which really benefits bikes a lot, having that wheelie. Or one of the stages in general, because you just drift into a wheelie. And then you drift, wheelie, drift, wheelie. So you just chain all that speed together. Oh. I just slowed down a little bit so I didn't hit the wall. Is this almost done the third cup? I believe so. Yeah, 2 more races and then we're done the third cup. So we're kind of moving through the retros. Renporo, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, chatters. Thank you for the good luck. I appreciate it. I've gotten more POWs in this run than I have in all my practice. What's nice about this game as well, I believe it's true in other games, but you are able to like start a drift before you touch the ground. So you saw as I came out of that cannon, I was already drifting. I just already had the inputs held in, and Funky Kong will immediately go into a drift. Alright. Had to go non-verbal there. This is definitely one of my worst tracks by far. Alright. Last race of the second to last cup of the retros. We're getting there. Then we move on to the Mario Kart Wii Originals. Uh-oh. This track also has another one of those double ramps, as I've mentioned before. That's a little bit harder to get just because it's a smaller ramp. My chain chomp's a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like scared to go tight on that corner, specifically because of that chain chomp. See, that was the one trick. Actually, I believe that was actually what I wanted. I could be wrong, though. There we go. So far, I've gotten first every single time. This is a very fun course to do fast, just because of how tight you can take these corners. Like, you can already see the gap forming. Renporo, thank you so much for the 15 pounds. That is super appreciated. Thank you so much. We are up to 141 pounds out of 500. We should definitely get to that 500. We could get there now. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Sub 130 is actually kind of nice. For no shrooms, that's kind of cool. Peach Gardens, this stage, I hate this stage. It's a good stage, I just don't like driving on it. The mixture of off-road and regular road is jarring to me personally. And this part too. Big road guy. All right. You also see occasionally, I should mention this because it's kind of apparent here. If you've noticed, whenever there's stairs or some sort of like downward slope, we typically like to get a little bit of height or a little bit of air off of that. It's not trickable or anything, but there is no downwards air momentum, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, what I mean is when you're going down and you're in the air, you're actually gaining speed rather than losing it. So right there, I gain speed going off of the ramp and down rather than staying on the stairs. This is another semi-weird one to ride on, but it's okay. Because of that, because I'm bad at the video game. We get to do kind of adjust in the air, which is kind of cool. It's fun. So see me slow down here, and then drift into this. That skips a turn, saving like 3 seconds. Cancel my drift. Drift into the turn. Oh my god. Goddamn banana. That's okay. There he is. There we go. Just play it safe. Still saving time. Alright. Huge. Alright. Last race of the retros. I hate these fucking thwomps. It's okay. So we'll do a. I'll try a shortcut here. I'm actually bad at this one. Even though it looks so easy. There we go. Okay, so what we do is we ride that rail, and then you drift into the next turn. Saves like a second. But I do not think I'm gonna do it. Oh my god. Floaters, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Eden. Yeah, right there's another one of those staircase things. Where it's slower to go on the staircase. I think I've seen people go down the entire thing. I am not good at that. Oh, nice little squeeze. Oh my god, I thought I made it. No. That's okay. So pretty sloppy Bowser's Castle, but we are done with the retros now, which is very good. The first Mario Kart Wii track. It's Luigi. This will be a very fast one. Nothing really to write home about with this track, just more so racing, not a whole lot of shortcuts. That's crazy. Maybe I will get to do this shortcut. As far as I didn't really think. Alright, so coming up is actually a very nice mushroom skip we can do. That I am terrible at. But it's okay, because we finished. Alright. Moo Moo Meadows! Moo Moo Meadows! There it is in all of its Moo Moo Meadows glory. It's that track from Mario Kart World. Killed someone. Nice little ramp. Oh, so this actually is interesting to bring up. So this is ramp here. And if you trick off it in a specific way, you can actually get a low trick, which I've mentioned before is very much so what I want when going off those flip trick ramps. Not like that, but that wasn't too high, so it's not bad. Also want to watch out for the moles. Their little dirt paths count as off-road, so it will slow us down. Huge. Alright, Mushroom Gorge. Mushroom Gorge. So Mushroom Gorge is interesting because this is going to be the first track. I think the only track. No, that's not true. This is going to be the first track where I don't get the startup boost and I stay back from mushrooms. And that is to do what's called the gap cut. Now, I am not very good at the gap cut, but we're still going to try it. We want to stay back for 10th. This guarantees us triple mushrooms. Now we have to drive good. Skip that mushroom. Skip that mushroom. Ah! Okay, well, I'll be a little bit lower, so I'll get to try again, probably. We'll see. If I don't, it's okay. One mushroom? Yes. Okay, I couldn't skip that mushroom. Had a weird angle. And I didn't get a jump. I got wheelie locked. That's okay. That's alright. Give me a mushroom. Oh, he's gonna throw that back. His slimy ass. This is not looking good. So Mario Kart Wii has notoriously the worst respawns ever. What is but a few mistakes, it's okay. I jumped too early, that sucks. Oh well. Don't get last. That's fine. That's fine. It's not easy, but it's not necessarily hard either. So it is what it is. It's that other track from Mario Kart World. Holy moly. and try to get a low trick. Oh, hell yeah, dude. That was so clean. That was so clean. So that's what I mean when I say low trick. Just the trick that's lower than typical. Yeah, that is not preferable, but it's okay. I got it once, I'm happy. I didn't get any trick at all. That's okay. Mario Circuit. Now we are on Flower Cup. We go inside because the chain chomp. Next lap we want to go outside because that chain chomp will not be on a cycle that I want it to be on. To go in. Not preferable. On third lap we get to go in again. Like that. Missed the mushroom. God damn it. Mario. That's not Mario. That's Funky Town. I want you to take me to Funky Town. All right, here's everyone's favorite. Here's the favorite. Coconut Mall. So I want to go up the down one just because I get less air. Then we go up here. And contrary to popular belief, we are actually going bottom route because it's faster. Should also mention there is a trick called a delayed trick, which is literally just you wait until you're off the ramp to do a trick. And yeah. That's all it is. It gets you more distance and helps certain certain lineups typically. Oh boy. Huge. DK Summit. Here's peak. Here's actual peak. DK Summit. This game is actually... I mean, this track is, like, actually the best one in the game, no matter what anyone says. That's insane. Drift right, and then we skip this gap, and I'm going to land on that shell. I do remember liking this one. This one is so good. And then we use this to get speed into the next turn. Half-pipes in this game are so broken. It's awesome. Like, you can do that. That saves, like, 2 seconds. And then you drift. There's a second part to that where you go past the second gap too. I do not know how to do it. The last time I tried to do it, the Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC just came out. And that's the last time I remember doing it successfully. This and Toad's Factory were my #1 wants for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when that game had DLC. And then I got Toad's Factory in Mario Kart World, and this one in DK Summit in 8 Deluxe, so I was happy. Alright, we're going to be abusing walls in this one again. Like that. Gets us on the ground faster. Gonna delay trick. Don't take that half pipe because it's slow. Wasn't close enough. That's okay. That's not okay. We need a reset now. Not close enough again. That's okay. I got to show it off once. Not even joking, we might beat my PB. Do I remember what my PB is? Not really, but I do know that we're gonna beat it. It's like a 145, something like that. I actually don't even think it's on the leaderboard anymore. So on this stage, we actually want to avoid the cones as much. Okay, that was so cool. We want to avoid the cones. Hitting the cones actually slows you down. Like, you kind of see it when I hit them, but you just slow down a little bit. Kind of nudges you. And what we do is... I'm surprised this stage didn't come back in World, but it also did just come back in 8 Deluxe, so I guess it's not that surprising. It feels like a very Mario Kart World stage. I like Mario Kart World. I like Mario Kart, period. Well, not Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That game, I'm sick of it. Oh. That was my banana, too. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but you get it. You understand. This is the shit. There's another low trick. That one's a little bit harder to get the low trick on, just due to the fact that the... I don't know, it's just weird. You have to jump at the right moment, and also trick at the right moment. Okay, sorry. Maple Tree Way. I'm like locked in. Sorry. I think I'm running over. There's a star there. Ah. Thought I would have been in the air long enough. I missed both of those boost panels. Wow. That's so cool. Okay. This is probably the hardest track in the run. Just due to the fact that the track is different every single time. With all the falling shit. I'm looking at Discord and the game at the same time. Okay, final cup. This is the last like off-road stage, I believe. Right? Yeah. This was a fun one. That's another instance of half pipes are broken. You can kind of do that the unintended way. Don't trick off this. Trick off this next one. Get enough air to skip that little corner. It's just swag points, I think. There's that Mario Kart World character. Whoops! Huge. Alright, we're almost there. Home stretch now. Moonview, and then Bowser's Castle, and then Rainbow Road. Perfect timing. My hands hurt. Hated this track. I still hate it. When I was speedrunning this more regularly, I had to memorize the car patterns so that I could turn appropriately. The song in this track, though, is a banger. Oh, God. He hit me. Alright. Alright. Almost there. Bro. That's like the third or fourth time that's happened to me this run. Oh, what the hell was that? Some weird sorcery. Last course. Let's get that bread. Get that bread for charity. Get that bread for charity. Oh, I need to get mushrooms. I need to get mushrooms so I can show the cool shortcut. Alright. So, if you recall, I was talking about how downwards momentum in the air is faster than just going down in general. What's fun about this is this course has a shortcut that's built around that. At the beginning of the track, you can jump down that huge ramp at the beginning and get like crazy air. And I'm going to show it off because it's super cool. And I'd be doing a disservice by not showing it off. Like that. Some people are so good at that that they get to do it and then they get to the next platform by skipping the ramp, and it's awesome. Do it again. Booyah. I got wheelie locked. Alright, we're coming up on the home stretch. The final turn. And that's time. 122.20. All really good considering I haven't done a run of this in forever. But that, I believe, is it for me. In terms of the marathon this time around. Yeah. That's it from me. I do think you should definitely support and donate and follow Eden. They are doing an amazing job putting this all together. Check me out, twitch.tv/Fionna the human _ GGBBG. Thank you, Brad. Thank you. That was really fun. Thank you again to Eden for inviting me and putting this whole thing together. It was super fun. And yeah, I will let the thing play and then I'll be out of here. Goodbye, everyone. Who's actually running next? What's the next run? Let me see. $469 points is crazy, by the way. What is the next run? My fingers hurt. Why can't I find it? Oh. Jack and Daxter, the precursor legacy. So definitely stick around if you want to watch that. There are a bunch of other amazing runs, and I hope everyone has a good night. Bye! Bye, everyone!